Hey guys, your pal Icarus here, welcoming you back to 5 Minutes with Freddy's. Yes, it's been a long time since I recorded any of this. Yes, it's been a long time since anyone's recorded any of this, because this game's kinda old news at this point, with the VR game being the current iteration and the AR game being the new hype. But in the spirit of going back to try and finish what I've started, and in the spirit of Halloween, as it's October, let's try recapping some horror games that we never got to the end of. I was never any good at these games. There are players like Doggo who've got these games down to a science and they're perfect at it, or just about perfect at it, but okay, now... Oh, body's already active, huh? Well, fine then. And time in the cameras is time wasted, unless you're checking the stage of Pirate Cove. Chica, too! Can't believe I left up on night 2. That's kind of garbage. I'm not that bad at the game, am I? No, Freddy's looking at me. I don't want to use my power that fast. I gotta be careful. I just noticed you talk a lot, Scott. Then again, those phone calls are essentially all you have for tutorial for the game. And those of you who have seen Mark do the, or just about anyone, do the 420 mode of this game, this is the first FNaF game, might realize I'm trying pretty much to just stick with what is the essentially recommended 420 mode strategy. Although I'm not closing my right door every time I look at the camera like that strategy calls, and I'm not fast enough to just flick between the cameras neatly for that. But that's what I'm doing. But I'm using way more power than I should. Do camping in the Freddy's office. It's kind of boring when nobody visits you, but at the same time, that'll help me get closer to beating the game. It's actually pretty amazing how much this game picked up and just spawned this entire franchise that there's so much hype over, that there's books and a Hi-Foxy and a movie and a... Well, I don't know about a movie. I've heard rumors almost constantly about there being a FNaF movie in the works. And, well, if there is, I'll probably end up watching it at some point, but if there isn't, that's fine too. Come on. Come on. Time go a little faster. I know it's like, what, 3.5 minutes for the 6 hours of the night to go by? But I am really just looking forward to the actual gameplay of this going by quick and going from phone call to phone call. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I don't got anyone in my... Okay. Anyone... I don't got anyone anywhere yet. I got Foxy peeking. Hi, Foxy. Foxy's neat. I think in this game, just using the FNaF 1 animatronics, that Foxy's probably my favorite. Once you introduce number 2, though, the puppet kind of holds my favorite animatronics position for the longest time. Like, forever. I especially like the Nightmarian variant that I didn't get a chance to see in the Halloween update of FNaF 4 because I'm just not that good at the game. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, sir? I'll just leave you there for a second. You know, I hate to point out something that could be something so crass, but Bonnie's silhouette there on the wall when you hit the light looks like a middle finger. Looks like he's flipping me off with his ears. And, I mean, it's not the kind of humor I finally wanted to aim for, but I can't help but see it. Oh, and now I'm panically checking the cameras constantly. But at this point, I essentially got, like, all the power in the world because I wasn't using as much as I was worried about earlier in the night. Oh, hiya, Foxy. Are you planning on changing that thing I just said about my power consumption? No exit from Chica. Foxy's ready to run. Brr. Brr. Quack. Honk. Honk. Okay, no honk. I missed a click. I'm paranoid at this late in the night. 'Cause this is where I die! Time to die? Now, before doing this, I... Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Which one does he run? There we go. He's reset. I don't trust Chica or Bonnie. Fox is gonna run again, jeez! Well, Freddy's far enough on the stage that I don't have to check Freddy at all anymore tonight. Bonnie's still there, flipping me off. Rude Bonnie, flipping the bird. You know what? I'll just leave my doors closed for the rest of the night. Go ahead and have your run, sir. I didn't click the right camera. I know. It's 5 a.m. though, and it's been 5 a.m. for a good while. My batteries are gonna run out, but I'm safe. I am like all the safe. Fine, I'll play right. Ding, ding, dong. Okay, so night 2 is not as much of a struggle as apparently I had with it last time I recorded this, because otherwise I would have not given up. Roll right on to night 3 and see how things go. As usual, I will keep my trap shut for the phone call. Don't waste power yet. I've got you get like a little bit of a window without any activity for not necessarily the whole phone call, but like when it's ringing. Oh. I know. No one's stuffing anything in me, but wow, Fox is already ready, not even halfway through the phone call. Chica's somewhere. I'm down to 87% power, and it's not even 1 a.m. I don't know how well tonight's going to go. Oh, cool, 1 a.m. At one point, when I was just as geeking out about this game franchise as much as like everybody else, I did the math for how much power per hour you could use. It's not that hard. You just got to take 100%, divide by 6, and I just don't trust my brain to do that. Even though I used to be good at math when I was in school. It comes out to like you can use 13% of your power per hour or something like that. Something like that. And so that's the goal. Try not to use more than 13% an hour. So far, so good, I guess. Maybe. Don't know. I don't have to check the right door or the left door until Bonnie gets off the stage. So it's just this right door. And this right door can send me into a panic anyway because of when Freddy eventually starts moving. Ooh, I am barely staying under that 13% an hour. I gotta be less paranoid. Breathe, Chris. Keep your cool. Breathe. Check the cameras. Breathe. This is gonna be like FNaF, the meditation simulator. One thing that has been pointed out by some people who've played this, like Madame Macabre, I'm not sure if anybody watching watches her channel. She's mostly a creepypasta reader, but lately she's been just doing more general vlogging and talking about her life experiences, which, as long as people are enjoying it, it's fine, but I follow her for the scary stories from the internet. But she tried her hand at playing with a FNaF franchise. Oh dear, Freddy has moved. Oh, that's a Bonnie. So now I gotta figure out what camera Freddy's on, or he's gonna be a threat all night. We're coming up on our next 13%. See Freddy. I don't know where Freddy is. Okay, there he is. Out in the back there. Got it. You gotta spy Freddy every so often, and that slows down how often he moves. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, what? Oh, I died. I died to Chica. I cannot close this door. I cannot check the cameras again. So Freddy's gonna get me, or Foxy's gonna get me, unless I open the camera and just accept my fate with Chica. You're such an evil chicken. So evil chicken. So, when Madame Macabre played this, she pointed out how after a while it stops being scary, and instead of feeling scared, you just start feeling like an annoyed babysitter. Like, really, Chica, did you do that again? And I reached that point faster than most, apparently, because even when I was playing this the first time, maybe I'll live. Maybe Freddy won't decide to come over here. And hi, Foxy. It still makes you jump, but jump scares aren't. I hate to get into analysis of horror right now, but jump scares aren't real scares. It's more a matter of startling somebody, and that's boring. It's just sad. Maybe I'll do another video. I think Kirsty and I already tried doing a video on just general horror analysis, but I might do another one to try and write out a script for it and articulate myself better. Oh yeah, no call when you're restarting. Or is there? Nope, I hear no call. Well, maybe I'll just try to come up with a cohesive talk here while I'm waiting for them to start being active. So, to get into what actually is scares and what is getting the same response as a scare without scaring anyone, you gotta think about what is properly scary. And that is something that'll stick with someone after they've seen it, and they'll still feel that reaction when they see something similar to it. That's something you'll see a lot with traditional horror movies more often than horror games, because in horror games they want to try to get that reaction quickly, but it doesn't stick when you get it quickly. You've got to build up to it. That way people see signs of the build-up in their everyday life, and they start to feel that tension. And that's why everybody and their cousin, it's not just me, why so many people will just mock the casual jump scare, because it's lazy. And I'm not saying these games are lazy. These games are actually pretty well designed, and they use the jump scares as a punishment for when you do bad. Like, I failed to catch Chica getting into my door, so of course I have to suffer a jump scare, whether it's at the hands of Chica with accepting my fate, or trying to last the night and getting hit by Foxy or Freddy. Although that jump scare there, that just happens kind of random, that one is not a punishment for anything, so that one I could do without. I could totally do without that. Oh, honestly, no, I couldn't, because... What? So soon? I only waited like a half a second. Okay, camera up. Come on, get me. Come on! You ready for this? There's no wheezing. See, that's a nice touch. Because that actually gives you that tense, scary feel. I know something's going to get me. And it's not just from knowing the game, just hearing that kind of sound. Hi! Kirsty, of course, when I tried getting her to play this with me, and we went and just intentionally triggered certain things to happen, that wheezing sound caused her to just cringe her way right out of the room. But these horror vibes that you like them are what I thrive on. Them are why I like games like Amnesia, where it doesn't just attack you with monster after monster after monster. It has a setup. It has an ambience. Another trope, another cliche I'm seeing a lot with modern day horror that makes no sense to me to call it horror is gore. And the gore is not just a modern thing. There are a lot of classic horror movies that still try to depend on gore a lot. But I don't get it. It's not scary to see a bunch of what's supposed to look like human organs. It's just gross. But yeah, my first time playing this game and hearing that wheezing sound, I was scared. I'll give it that. But now that I know what it means, and I can expect it when I do a bad. Jeez, Foxy, you're ready already? I'm trying to save battery, and you're gonna eat some of it. Just because you can, just because you're Foxy. You know, you did hear me say that you were my favorite in this game, right, sir? He doesn't care. And I liked him mostly just because of his more sleek build. The rest of them all look kind of pudgy, and well, I don't like pudgy. I am pudgy. Which tells you all the reason why when FNaF 2 came out, I immediately was drawn to the puppet because, well, the most slender of slender builds. Not humanly possible. Well, don't quote me on that. It's quite likely that there's a person out there with the same kind of build as the puppet, and they exist just to spite me for saying that the build is not humanly possible. Oh, dear. I should have checked before. I should have checked before putting my camera up, because Chica's got me the last 2 attempts on this night. You know, maybe I should just close my door anytime I'm going to put my camera up. Maybe that'd be a good idea, just because Chica's kind of evil. Evil chicken lady. Yeah, I won't even check before putting the camera up. I'll just close the door before the camera up and check before I put the camera back down. Now there's thinking. And now she's not going to go to the door at all just because I have a plan for her. I don't like Chica, how Chica's messed with my strategy here. No, I don't want the light. I want the door. Well, I mean, I want the light. I want to make sure Chica's not going to get me a third time in a row. Because that first jump scare might have been Foxy. But Chica was the catalyst that caused it to be possible. Oh, I didn't check out Freddy that last camera time. Freddy, you still there? Good, good, Freddy. Okay. So far, so good. We're at 3 a.m., halfway through the night. Actually, no. Uh-oh, Freddy's moved. I heard that laugh, sir. You're already laughing at me. Well, I'll have you know, I am nothing to laugh at. Okay, I think as long as we keep Chica from messing with her night, occasionally glance over for Bonnie. Oh dear. No. Make you run. Good. Oh, my power's not looking so healthy because I have to keep checking for Chicken Lady. Oh, you're already peeking again, huh, Foxy? Did Freddy move? I don't know where Freddy is. There's Freddy in the bathrooms. Okay, I'm not so sure about tonight. I think tonight's going to be a power situation. Freddy, don't. Freddy, do. So now you're in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I hear that music so loud and lovely. It's just lovely music. Wait, why am I keeping this closed? I'm almost thinking of doing what I was going to do last night. Okay, Freddy's still there. Yeah. Using my last 10% quickly here. Gonna not look at anything. And spend some time just talking to you guys. So, how are you doing? Oh yeah, that's right. You can't answer me. This isn't a live stream or anything. Well, one thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to sit perfectly still because I'm undoubtedly going to run out of power, and Freddy attacks a little slower if you don't move. Or at least when he attacks from lights out. Okay. I was that close. Good. Okay. Only took me 3 tries for night 3. Gonna take me about 20 for night 4, and night 5 is gonna be I'll see you next video. Nah, I think night 4 I'll say I'll see you next video because we've already been. I'll wait for the phone call. I guess. I'll door down for the phone call, and then I will just exit after the phone call's over. I know we all know what's on the phone calls by now. It's been 5 years since this game was released. But I just wanted to wait through the phone call, let it play. I'm not one to interrupt a nice bit of narration. So, that's the end of Phone Guy. Or, in this game, end of Phone Guy anyway. The other games take place at different times with more Phone Guy recordings. We'll get into it as a whole lot of things. But I'll see you guys next video, and hopefully I can finish. I probably won't bother trying to do all the 420 modes, because, as I point out, I'm not that great at these games. And I'm surprised I even made it to Night 4. Bye, everybody.